धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ भूर्भुवः स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्। स्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्।
He comes from a lineage of great sages, yogis, and saints from India. He began his spiritual journey at the age of 7 and was fully realized by the age of 14. During this time, he delved into different practices and acquired mastery over Tantra, Mantra, Yantra, Aghori practices, and Yaksha sadhana. He was a siddha, and many masters, saints, and sages used to visit him in solitude to gain wisdom and guidance from him since the tender age. Although he has been helping humanity since childhood, he never disclosed this part of him to the world, and only the advanced yogis and masters were aware of his divine presence. Only in the last 2 years he chose few people from the world and started guiding them in their spiritual paths, and those who have been closely associated with him have witnessed many miracles in his presence. Despite being a family person, he is a yogi and intends to help people entangled in this world achieve Jivan Mukti, liberation while being alive. He is truly in the world but not of the world, and if you really want to understand him, look him beyond his physical appearance and just sit with him, and you will never be the same again. In his presence you will transcend your body and mind and experience the state of Sat, absolute truth, Chit, pure consciousness, Ananda, eternal bliss. Let us fold our hands in front of his divinity and with a heart filled with gratitude and love welcome our spiritual guru, the realized soul, and our enlightened master, Guru Meenakshi Mishra.
ओ सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ॐ शरणागतदीनातं परित्राणपरायणी सर्वशाप्ति हरे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ॐ शांति शांति शांति। अहम ब्रह्मास्मि। कुछ इस तरह मिलनसार हो जाए, कुछ इस तरह मिलनसार हो जाए कि दूर रहना दुश्वार हो जाए। कुछ ऐसा हो कि मेरा उससे प्यार हो जाए और कुछ ऐसा घटे कि शिव के दीदार हो जाए। एंड दैट्स वेयर वी बिगिन। This was rolling in the mind since morning, so I said, let's start. And those who remember it will reiterate it. जिनको याद रह गया हो वो बाद में बोल दे। ऐसे स्वागत करते हैं आप सभी का एक और सत्संग की ओर, एक और प्रक्रिया की ओर, क्योंकि शिव के रास्ते तो कुछ नहीं, लेकिन अगर हम चल पड़े हैं तो शक्ति मार्ग बताए। And this is where we begin. So nice to see you all. I could see still people are in two spaces. Two spaces means some people are listening to me and some people are still. But it is not the problem today with the US people, I believe. Good. Chalo. So are we ready? Have you practiced throughout the week? प्रक्रिया आपने प्रैक्टिस किया है? गुड। तो एक सुंदर सी कविता जो किसी और ने नहीं लेकिन कबीर जी ने खुद लिखी थी, तो वहीं से मैं शुरू करना चाहूंगा, बिकॉज इट इज सो मच इम्पॉर्टेंट व्हाट ही हैज सेड देयर। कबीर जी लिखते हैं कि साधो देख ले देखन हारा। I'll tell that in English also, so don't worry. I'll just first read what he has written and then I will elaborate that. And beyond that, we will take up one specific way of listening to the Anahad again. तो कबीर जी कहते हैं, साधो देख ले देखन हारा, इस घट अंदर बाग बगीचे, इस घट में सृजन हारा, इस घट अंदर 7 समंदर, इसमें 9 लख तारा, इस घट अंदर हीरे मोती, इसी में परखन हारा, इस घट अंदर अनहत बाजे। दिस इज समथिंग इंपॉर्टेंट। इस घट अंदर अनहद बाजे, इसी में उठन फुआरा, कहे कबीर सुनो भई साधु, यही है गुरु हमारा। Now see, when it is asked to Kabir, who is your guru? And what he says all that is all within this is my guru. So all that in which everything is, he says, that's my guru. So He says, you ask me who my guru is, it is you who should ponder, who should think on. So what you should think on? He says, in this body is the celestial park, the park of the divine. It's a celestial park. And therein is the Lord Almighty. ये जो बाग बगीचा है, इसके अंदर सिरजनहारा रहता है. The Lord, the Almighty, He lives in this. And in this body are the seven seas. इसी शरीर के अंदर 7 समंदर. And all the 9 lakh stars. Also 9 lakh tara. In this body are all the gems and diamonds. इसी शरीर में जितने भी मणि माणिक्य हीरे हैं वो भी इसी शरीर में है. एंड द टेस्टर thereof, उसको जो परखने वाला वो भी इसी में है. Here the celestial music swells. यहां पे जो दिव्य तरंग है वो अपने आप बृहत हो जाता है. Springs gush here and everywhere. वो जो मन की जो शांति है उसकी जो लहर है वो यहीं से निकलती है. सेज कबीर, ओ साधु, लिसन. वो कहता है बड़े ध्यान से सुनो. ये जो नाद है, जो अनहद नाद जो चलता है, दिस इज माई प्रिसेप्टर, दिस इज माई गुरु. एंड टुडे we are also going into that realm of finding out a way to find that guru within, that is already always moving within us, but we were unaware of it altogether. तैयार एक नई यात्रा की तरफ? Good. But this is something that we have to, जो अभेद है, अभेद मतलब जिसकी भेद नहीं की जा सकती, the one that cannot be pierced through. And we are trying to pierce through that veil that cannot be pierced. And before I go into that space, I would like to address one thing that has been going on since yesterday, and I think like that answer is for some people, and I should be speaking about that. You see, yesterday I was again going through a question, rather a story, and in that story a new answer came out. So let me tell you the story then, and then the answer will arrive. And even Aliva ji has gotten into the format of that, I believe. She is also not starting anything without a story. Good. Sure. And why only she? Everyone, we start every single day with a story, right? अब देखो सुमा जी इधर बैठे हैं, उधर और एक सत्संग चल रहा है. Good. So let's begin. So story. Shivji, ready? Stories are good, right? Obviously, always good. So Navneet ji, it such happens there was a student, and obviously if there is a student, there must be a guru. Because without students, there is no guru. Without guru, there is no student. Can there be a God without a bhakt? Without a devotee? And without a God, there cannot be a devotee. And without a devotee, there cannot be any God. So can you see each other both come together to create a beautiful creation? आप हो इसलिए सत्संग है. Yes or no? So here this student was very inquisitive. बहुत सवाल पूछते. But obviously students are allowed to ask questions because that's how they learn. And this student slowly started getting that idea that yes, now I know. And then when he thought that now I know, he started asking questions, but the Guru stopped replying. And whatever question he asks and the teacher is not able to reply, the student used to think, now I am becoming something. That whatever questions I am asking, even the Guru is not able to answer me. मैं कुछ अब समझने लगा हूं, मेरी ज्ञान बढ़ने लगी है, इसलिए मैं जो सवाल पूछता हूं तो गुरु भी उसके उत्तर नहीं दे सकते. And started developing that within. Earlier he used to ask these questions alone, मतलब जब कोई भी नहीं होता तो सवाल पूछता तो गुरु उत्तर नहीं देते. अब एक दिन सोचा कि गुरु की परीक्षा ली जाए. Let me test the Guru. And what did it? He said, okay, even in the crowd, he started asking some typical questions. And Guru didn't reply. And he said, wow. So even that means it is true. In aloofness, अकेले में शायद गुरु उत्तर ना दे, ये समझ में आता है. That he might have ignored me at that time. But among the crowd, he is not answering means he doesn't know the answer. And he started telling his own stories to himself. Now I know something that, and every time what he does, Shivji, he would go and search for such questions and come so that the Guru cannot answer. He thinks that whatever I'm going to ask, the Guru cannot answer me. तो क्या करता, रोज जाता एक नया सवाल लेके आता, ऐसे सवाल जो उत्तर ना दे पाए. गुरु को भी बड़ा अच्छा समझ में आता था. So he also understood and he also didn't answer. ये चलता रहा. After some time, you see, your intelligence kills you at times. Because there is a difference between intelligence and there is a difference between wisdom. Wisdom makes you grounded. I was talking to Sakshi the other day and she said, आप इतने बड़े हो कि सब आपके पास आते हैं और सब आपके सामने आके झुक जाते हैं. मैं कहता हूं मैं बड़ा नहीं हूं इसीलिए झुकते हैं, मैं इतना छोटा हूं कि लोगों को झुकना पड़ता है. Are you understanding that? आप अगर इतने छोटे हो गए तो लोगों को आप तक पहुंचने के लिए झुकना ही पड़ेगा. बड़े हैं तो शायद ऊपर देख सकते हैं, नहीं नवनीत जी? सो मैं कहता हूं मैं बड़ा नहीं हूं इसीलिए लोग मेरे पास आते हैं, मैं इतना छोटा हूं कि लोग अपने आप झुक जाते हैं. You see, in order to take a speck of soil, what you have to do? You have to go down. हाँ, तो हम वही हैं. But in that case, the student was saying, now I am. But you see, as I said, your own thoughts become your enemies. And slowly, he said, oh, I've understood all this. But now, as the Guru was not answering, he started questioning God. What questions? What kind of world has he created? Why there is so much of problem, so much of issues? Why poor is poor and rich is rich? Why somebody is ugly, somebody is beautiful, somebody is happy, somebody is sad, somebody is healthy, somebody is not? What kind of world has you created? If I had some power, I would create a world where there is no such disparity. And then by thinking this again and again, he said, the God has not created it right and this world is not inhabitable. यहाँ रहने के लायक नहीं. So what should you do? When there is no way out, what he started thinking कि यहाँ से निकले कैसे? What is the only way to get out of this life? Is death. So one fine day, the Guru was going and what he sees is this student in his own thought that this world is not inhabitable, I have to leave this world. He was taking a rope. taking the measurement of his neck, checking its strength, throwing it on the tree, pulling it and again bringing it down. The Guru just looked at it and said, "What's going on?" No, nothing. Because he thought Guru doesn't understand. बोले इनको पूछे तो भी इनको कुछ आता नहीं है, इनको बता के क्या फायदा, और मैं इतना ज्ञानी हूं, अगर मैं इन्हें बताने लगा, what he will think, what he will understand. If I say the world is not inhabitable and I am going to leave this world, what will he understand? Because he don't know anything. Now, that day he went off. Then at times he said, what is the other way of dying? He takes a stone in his hand and starts hitting his head. Now he thinks, oh my God, no. It is too painful. I cannot die by hitting my head with a stone. It's too painful. Then he says, what is the other way out? He says, oh, so let me go and bring some poison then. कुछ जहर लेके खा लेते हैं. But again, he says, by seeing certain people like eating poison, they were also dying very heinously. बहुत तकलीफ के साथ मरते थे. So he said, let me find out a poison that can kill me without pain. Goes to some place, gets some poison and was about to eat it. And in that moment, he says, oh, how do I know it is not going to be painful? Let me try it on a rabbit first. गुरुकुल था ना, तो rabbit थे, एक को पकड़ के लाता है. Let me see how easily it dies, then I will see. But just like Deepika ji was, what was he doing? The exact same thought came to him. He said, but why should I kill this? It's a small little animal. Why should I kill it? And let me try it on my own. Then in that moment, the Guru was going. But this fellow with the poison in his hand is still thinking, what if I still have pain when I die? Then while Guru was going there, and the Guru says, what are you doing today? He says, no, I was holding this poison to drink, but I'm not sure whether this is going to be painful or not. But anyways, you cannot answer. Then the Guru asked one thing. Yeah, I know, I don't know, but can I ask you one question? He says, yes, please go ahead. Anything you want. And then the Guru says, okay, can you tell me which pain are you talking about? Is it the physical pain that you will have while dying or the mental pain that you will have while dying? ये किस दर्द की बात कर रहे हो तुम? जो मानसिक है या शारीरिक है? Now he said, I never thought of that. He said, think on that. Because there will be a physical pain that will be a temporary one, but if you die with a mental pain, it will come along with you again and again and again in your lifetimes, in rebirths. शारीरिक पीड़ा से मरना, it's not a big deal. लेकिन अगर मानसिक पीड़ा से, मतलब आत्मा में लेके मरते हो, that's going to be a troublesome thing. And all my dear friends, whether you die with the pain of the physicality, but don't die with the pain within. Now, the Guru says, the student says, okay, so tell me a way in which both this pain can be taken away. ये कुछ उत्तर देना चाहिए, right? How to be dealing with the physical pain and the mental pain as well. The Guru says, you know, I don't know. But let me still tell you out of my little idea that I have learned in my life, my experience. The says, yes, please go ahead. You know, at times you become like that. And then the Guru says, the only way to die without physical or mental pain is to realize yourself. अगर अपने आप को जान लिए तो मानसिक पीड़ा या शारीरिक पीड़ा, ये दोनों से मुक्ति हो जाएगी और मृत्यु भी अति साधारण हो जाएगी. It will become so easy. But he didn't understood anything out that time. He says, okay, all that is fine, but before I die, can you tell me why God has created all these things in this way? ऐसा क्यों बनाया उसने? Then the Guru says, okay, fine, let me tell you another story then. See, story within story, right? हम भी ऐसा ही करते हैं ना, एक कहानी में दूसरा कहानी जोड़ देते हैं जीवन में और उसको एक नई कहानी बना लेते हैं. There is one thing, then we bring another ingredient, then we bring 3 more ingredients and create another new story. And that's how our life unfolds. Now the Guru says, there is a place, there is another world. In that world, there is, everybody is paid equally. हर एक कोई सुंदर है. Everyone is beautiful in that place. Everybody loves each other. Nobody denies anything to anyone. If you are a laborer, you also get the same payment. If you are a boss, you also get the same payment. सब समान है. कोई किसी से झगड़ा नहीं करता. There is no fight because everybody understands each other very well. Everything is good, 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 and good. Then he continued, the Guru continued elaborating about how good the place is. And then finally said, this is the story. How do you like to stay in this world? He says, ye kaun si kahani hui? What kind of story is this? Everything is good, good, good. The Guru says, that's what I wanted to tell you. Now go search for your own self. But you see, the student at times didn't get it. And that student found a way to me. वो मेरे पास पहुंच गया और मुझे पूछने लगा. Started asking the same thing, Shivji. He said, why all this? If there is God, why there is disparity? ऐसा क्यों है? क्या आप मुझे बता सकते हो? मैं कहता हूं कि मैं बिल्कुल बता सकता हूं. उत्तर कोई नहीं दे सका, तो यहां पहुंचा है ना, मैं उत्तर देता हूं. And many of us also, when we look at the world, we also have the same kind of thought, right? And why I'm telling all this? Because a clarity is needed in order to pierce through the veil. वो पर्दे को फाड़ के जाने के लिए ये समझना बहुत जरूरी है. Now, why so much of disparity and all those things? And why, if God is there, why has he done like that? Then I said, let me make you understand through you. Now, all of you, कभी भी अगर आपके मन में कोई ऐसा विचार आए होंगे, because you see, we go out and we see some things and we start questioning, like, if God is there, why this thing is happening in this way? ऐसा क्यों हुआ? और कभी कभी नवनीत जी लोग क्या कहते हैं, ये मेरे साथ ऐसा क्यों हुआ अगर भगवान है तो? If God is there, then why this happened to me? Now you understand one thing very simply. And if you understand this simplest of the things, Santoshi ji, it will be an awakening moment again for all of us. I didn't say for you, I said for all of us. Now you all live in a body, right? Okay. Who created this body? Of course, somehow you don't know actually. So what you don't know, you say God, right? So nature has created it, God has created it, and all those things. We understand that. Okay, we agree to that. Without you, the God could have created this body. Hello? Huh? क्या हुआ? Just think of, even without you, the God cannot create a body. Just think who you could be. Can you see, within a fraction of a second, I actually pierced through the veil. क्या आपने समझा इस बात को? मैंने कुछ नहीं कहा, लेकिन बहुत कुछ कह दिया इसके अंदर. I have not told anything, but I told many things in it. What's your realization about that? But don't worry, I'm not ending there. This is just the beginning of piercing the veil. Now just go and think what I said today. Okay? जितने बार उसके ऊपर मनन करोगे उतने अच्छी तरीके से अपने आप को समझ पाओगे. You will start understanding yourself in a much better way. So, absolutely. So you don't have any other option rather to accept that you have created it. Right? Okay. Chalo. This is a homework for you to do. But now classwork should be continued. Saujanya ji? Okay, so let's continue the classwork then. Homework लेकिन भूलना नहीं. आज जाने के बाद just sit when you are sitting silently, quietly, take some time out and just think. Acha, this is the body that I think myself to be, and I say it is created by God. But if I was not there, God cannot create it. So who am I? Again, another reference point to you. Okay. So you all are in this body. So let's say for now, let's take it as the body was created by nature and all those things. But I also understand one thing. If I am in this body, the body is there. But if I am not, the body won't. Agreed, everyone? Anybody denies to this fact? Good. So in your body, there are trillions of cells that we have already discussed, Vidyaji. 52 trillion, somebody said 300 trillion, I don't know. Jayaraji, at times I get confused. How many? I think based on their sizes, they are talking about their cells. Whatever it is. So, you being there, the cells are working, yes? Agreed to that? आपके होने से वो सारे शरीर के कोशिकाएं काम कर रही है? Okay, good. Any one of you ever thought you should have a bad cell in your body? A diseased cell? A deceased cell? Nahi na? No one thought like that. But being you there, it is being created. But you never want to have a bad cell. But diseased cells and deceased cells happen or not in your body? It happens. How does it happen? You are there. Then nothing bad should happen in that body. आपके होते होते शरीर में ये सेल्स खराब कैसे हो जाते हैं? Then I will talk about God. Let me talk about you first. If in your presence your cells are being created, this body is being created, then how come in your presence bad cells are created? कैसे बनता है? It should not happen, na? If God is there, there should not be anything wrong. And if you are there, how wrong things are happening in the body? Think. Shashi ji. Can you see? Exactly. I am not answering, Jayaraji. I am also questioning with you. If you are there, why did you create a black body? It is not you should not be asking me. I am asking you. Now, if I go into which body, that is a different story. कुछ लोग तन के काले होते हैं, कुछ लोग मन के. नहीं जयराज जी. Some people are black on skin, some people are dark within. So it is better to be dark with skin but bright within. But some people are bright outside but dark within. So I believe like at least you are in a better place. ये तो ऐसा हाल है कमलेंद्र जी, जैसे कि सोने का मटका है लेकिन उसमें जहर भरा है और मिट्टी का बर्तन है जिसमें अमृत है. So which one do you choose? So that's a story of another day, Jairaj ji. But my question is, if in your presence, why these cells are becoming bad? अगर ये उत्तर दे दोगे तो आपको उत्तर मिल जाएगा कि भगवान के रहते संसार में बुराई क्यों है. If you can answer that, you will also get the answer even while God is there. How come bad is happening in this world? Yes or no? Think. उसका उत्तर दूंगा मैं. Don't worry. I want you to think first. Because we keep on thinking about in a certain pattern and I am breaking that pattern. मैं वो सोच को तोड़ने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं, मैं वो सोच को बदलने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं, क्योंकि अगर सोच बदली तब आप बदल जाओगे. Thoughts create it, okay? And even Jayaraji said karma, that's what people always talk of, right? But I have a very typical way of looking at it. So shall I, as I said, no, shall I talk in the pattern or shall I change the pattern? Which one do you choose today? कौन सा अच्छा होगा सुधा जी? पैटर्न को ही बदल देना. Change. Yes, good. So be ready for the change then. Change क्या है? You have to understand it in a very simple way. बहुत ही सरल है. And this you can teach to a 5-year-old kid. तब उसको ये सवाल नहीं रहेगा कि भगवान के होते हुए बुराई क्यों होती है. He will not even have a question. Even a 5-year-old will not question that in the presence of God why all these things are happening. First and foremost, you should ask this question जो मैंने पूछा आपको. Right? Make them understand why this body and in your presence this is being created. Now the answer to that. You being there, you have given the freedom to the cells to choose as to whatever they want to become. हेलो, समझ में आ रहा है? आप हो, लेकिन आपने वो फ्रीडम दे रखा है कि whatever you want to become, I am only going to be here to provide you the energy and the source. Whatever you want to become is your choice. Yes or no? सही है, गलत है? सही है. Do you go and stand by the side of your cell and say, hey, you should not do bad, you should do all the good things? Anyone in this room? No one, right? Not even Sandan Krishnan ji? No one. Very good. Now, you, Haribhai, we are not the instrument, we are the power behind it. But the power is not defining good or bad. The power says, whatever you want to become, I will just allow you to become. But it is the same power which also says, if you are good, I don't worry about you. You are good. But at times you see, you feel something like this. होता है नहीं होता है? What is that? They are calling you. प्रार्थना जोर से हुई कि खुजली होने लगी और आपके हाथ जाके उसे खुजा देते हैं. I am there, I am there, I am there. Are you realizing that part? And not only that, at times you go for surgery also. सर्जरी का क्या मतलब होता है? संहार. देखा, रचयिता भी उधर ही है और संहार करता भी उधर ही है. The creator and the destroyer are both present here. Yes or no? And finally, what happens? This body has gone out of proportion. Then what do? You leave this. What is that? प्रलय. प्रलय का मतलब एक संसार का प्रलय होता है ना. The world, the creation has to be destroyed. Now what do? And how is destruction happening? When the one who is the caretaker of that place, if it leaves, it destroys itself. Yes or no? Just like you have created a beautiful garden, and if the gardener is no more there, the garden will destroy itself. समझ में आ रहा है? Now tell me, who are you then? Santoshi ji, I said no. If I just tell you few things about you, Everybody will awaken. सब जागने लगेंगे. But this is where we don't go. हम बाहर के अंधे नहीं हैं, हम अंदर के अंधे हैं. We are not blind outside, but we are blind within. Is it opening anything for you all? A place where you should be thinking like how you created, how you are managing, and how you are going to destroy it. Are you good or bad then? Is God good or bad then? God is neither good nor bad, just like you. He said in the creation, I am the one who is standing behind you to whatever you want to do, I am there. But what you do will decide what will happen to you. इसीलिए उसने क्या कहा? I am not going to stop you from doing anything. तू जैसे अपना कर्म करने के लिए मुक्त है, मैं फल देने के लिए मुक्त हूं. If you are free to do your work, I am free to give you the fruits as per my wish. Now just think of, if all these things is happening within this one being, what can I be? और तब जाके मुझे कबीर जी का वो दोहा फिर याद आ जाता है. And now that song entirely becomes an amazing way of understanding what he used to say. And by listening to that, who is giving fruits? We have created the name as fruits. That's again another story, Jairaj-ji. What fruits? So now finally, that student, he stopped questioning that in the presence of God, why there is bad. Anybody else has this question again? किसी के पास ये सवाल बाकी रहा कि भगवान के होते हुए इतना अच्छाई बुराई ये सब क्यों हो रहा है? नहीं है. अब देखो, have you noticed one more thing here? When I was speaking about all this, I pierced through you, and now you are appearing as a sage within. Yes or no? You feel, yes, this is so easy, right? Yes, wisdom has never been tough. Understanding of the wisdom has been. So, whatever I said, just go and think over throughout the day today. And why throughout the day? Why not throughout this life? And just think of, if you have gone through this understanding throughout your life, अगर इसी पूरे सोच के साथ अपना जीवन बिताते हो, now you realize one thing, that the body, if it is going through pain, it is because of the freedom that I have given to these cells. They have devastated themselves. You are free of the physical pain. And as you are not worried why this is going through this or why all this is going through that, you are released of the mental pain. शारीरिक, मानसिक, दोनों से मुक्त हो जाओगे. So मुक्ति के लिए इंतजार करना नहीं पड़ेगा. You don't have to wait for liberation. Your liberation is now and here. Any complaints from anyone about life? No? Oh, so I never thought like it will be so easy to understand. But good, if you understood, my work is done. At least after this day, you are not going to put a finger towards me and say, why did you do like this? And I will also tell the same thing. Why did you do like this? And then संध्या जी, somebody asked me, आपको हर जगह अच्छा ही क्यों दिखाई देता है? हर जगह आपको शिव क्यों दिखाई देते हैं? आपका भी वही हाल है ना? Whatever photo you take, the divine appears. So विद्या जी, एक बात है, मैंने कहा कि मुझे हर जगह ऐसा क्यों दिखाई देता है? बोला उसका भी उत्तर है मेरे पास. देन प्रीति जी उन्होंने बोला, बोलो क्या है? मैं बोला देखो, कुछ लोग सावन के अंधे होते हैं. जो सावन का अंधा होता है उसको हर चीज हरा दिखाई देता है. मींस द पर्सन हु गॉट ब्लाइंड इन द रेनी सीजन, फॉर हिम एवरीथिंग इज ग्रीन. राइट? सावन के अंधे को सब कुछ हरा दिखता है और मैं शिव का अंधा हूं. इसीलिए मुझे हर जगह शिव ही दिखाई देता है. And I am blinded by Shiva. That's why all that I see is Shiva. What are you blinded with? If you all that you see is the world, you are blinded by the world, and all that you see is the divinity, you are blinded by the divinity, because it is not about blindness. The blindness is not outside, the blindness is within. And you see, even when you stand in front of a mirror, have you noticed one thing? Your right becomes your left and the left becomes the right. बिल्कुल उल्टा छवि बनता है, लेकिन आप उसे रियलिटी मान बैठते हो. यस और नो? The one that you are, but you are seeing in the opposite way, but you accept it. यही सच्चाई होगी. Is it a reality? That's the game of duality. Whenever duality comes, it reflects in the opposite way. तो मिरर में किसको देखते हो? That means what you are, the opposite you might be seeing it. The divine looking into the mirror, feeling itself to be a human. I said, look within. अगर अंधा होना ही है तो शिव के अंधे बनो, नारायण के अंधे बनो, जीसस के अंधे बनो, गुरु नानक के अंधे बनो. बनना है तो कुछ अच्छा अंधा बनो. कोई नहीं मिला तो अपने सत्य स्वरूप का अंधा बनो. And start searching for that. And I believe that would be the way out. वो एक अच्छी खोज होगी. Now the question comes, दीपिका जी, कि आपको ये सब कैसे आता है? How do you get all these things that people are not able to even tell in millions of verses? How are you able to tell it in a single word? Because I have not complicated myself. That's it. And I have not complicated. That's why I cannot complicate you also. But as I said, no. If you walk my path, there is no way. I will teach you a way. Now you see, till now I was not giving you a way. After this, I am going to give you a way also. If you have to choose the path of Shiva, nothing doing. बस मान लेना है कि मैं शिव हूं. That's it. You have to accept that I am Shiva. But he said, no, but accepting is difficult. Then go to the path of Shakti, do the processes. Then you stand on one leg, then you climb the mountain, then you drink water, and then you you eat flowers, you eat leaves, you don't eat anything. So whichever way. See, you are just the extended cell of me. I will just give you the freedom, whatever you want to do. But I have promised one thing. I'm just going to stand behind you, being that power, that whatever you want to do, you do. तो अब प्रक्रिया. Now the process of listening to the Anahad Naad. I'm answering myself, Deepika ji. I'm just answering myself. And yesterday I wrote one single line And it came while actually Deepika ji was messaging me. And in that moment, I wrote something, Deepika ji, and now your answer is also that, and for all of us. It says, divided as Jiva, united by Shiva. क्या है? Divided as Jiva, जीव के जैसा divide किया, united by Shiva. Now we are becoming one again because of it. So when you look at me, you say you, but when I say you, that also means me. For you, there are two things, me and you. For me, this is also you, this is also you, this is also me, this is also me. I cannot pull out one cell and say, hey, you look at me. No, I say, this is my body, right? So when I look at you, I cannot say, hey, you listen to me. I say, no, it's me listening to myself. Who is understanding me? Who is saying me? And Shivratri, I will reveal some more. When I reveal the names of Shiva, you'll be so amazed. किसी ने इस तरीके से शिव की व्याख्या नहीं की होगी और इतने सरलता से भी नहीं की होगी. So that is for Shivratri then. You see, I've created a moment of curiosity. Learned from you people only. You means me, right? Okay. So now we will do the process. The process is a 3-part process. 3-part joined into one. What were the things that you did last time? Yes. 1, by closing your ears, you started listening to the Anahad. Second, by throwing out all the breath out, you were trying to listen to the Anahad. Kaan khule the, right? So 2 parts were there. Today we are going to do only 1, but it has 3 parts. Because it is a very intense one, so I just chose 1 today. But that 1 is enough also. Now, what was your experience with the sound? How many people were able to at least listen something different than what they used to listen always? हम अब तक सिर्फ शोरगुल सुनते थे. We were only listening to the sounds around us, right? How many of you were able to listen to the sound that is not coming from outside but from within? कितने लोगों ने at least इसका एक glimpse पाया? You got to know that okay, there is something within moving. शायद हो सकता है, जैसे सुधा जी कल मुझे पूछ रहे थे कि कभी कभी होता है, राइट सुधा जी? यही सवाल था. और मुक्ता जी, सुधा जी ने मुझे एक अच्छा सवाल पूछा. उन्होंने मुझे कहा, सुधा जी बोल सकता हूं ना मैं? तो मुक्ता जी, सुधा जी ने मुझे ये कहा कि आई एम एबल टू हियर दैट साउंड ऑन एंड ऑफ. इज इट अ इल्यूजन? क्या ये मेरा भ्रम है कि मैं इसे कभी कभी सुन पा रही हूं? तो सुधा जी, मैंने क्या लिखा आपको? मैंने कहा, भ्रम यह नहीं है कि आप उसे कभी कभी सुन पा रहे हो, भ्रम यह है कि आप उसे हर बार नहीं सुन पा रहे हो. It is not the illusion that you are listening at times. The illusion is you are not able to listen it always because it is going on always. Can you see, if I speak, you listen my word. When I stop, what do you listen? This space. You know why I want you to teach it? क्यों सिखाना चाहता हूं ये? A sage is not a sage who is sitting in a silent room and meditating. A sage is a sage who is standing in hot summer, sweating, in deep traffic, people honking around and still happy within. What do you want to become? What's your choice? You want to be the one in the mountains or you want to be in the traffic and still a monk? So that's why you should understand this. That's why I want to teach you this. Because even when there is a lot of chaos happening around, you are still listening to that sound of silence. And when you are listening to that sound of silence within, won't you be silent? And that's the way. And now we just are discovering the path towards it. So if everybody is clear, shall I begin the third process? Because two were discussed already. So this is the third one. ये तीसरा वाला जो है, it is also, oh wow, Jayaraji, what a statement, monk in the market. We should write something about it, right? The monk in the market. You inspired me, Jayaraji. I think somebody in this group should write something. इस बार राजन जी को बोलते हैं लिखने के लिए. नहीं तो नीता जी तो है ही, उनको तो एक वर्ड दे दो, वो उसके बाद पूरा लिख देंगे. So we have many good talents here, but Jayaraji, thank you for giving that. I think like something inspired, and I might write something on that. So prakriya hai. We will use, see, in order to break that veil, we will also need some energy. अगर किसी चीज को तोड़ना है, उसके लिए शक्ति और सामर्थ्य की भी जरूरत होती है. You need that energy and force to break something. Yes, scientifically समझ में आता है. In order to break that, we also will be needing a certain kind of energy and certain kind of force. How can you create more energy and force? One simple way. How many of you do gardening? पानी देते हो? Okay, so Navneet ji does, Shiv ji does. अच्छा, बाकी लोग अपने अंदर पानी डालते हो ना? That's also good. उषा जी, जब मैं नहाता भी हूं तब मुझे लगता है कि मैं शरीर के पौधे को पानी डाल रहा हूं. For me, this is the garden, right? So when you go to take a shower, don't think like you are just the body showering. You say, I'm planting. I'm the gardener here. I'm gardening this plant. अच्छा है ना, बुरा है? So that's how it happens. So if you have done gardening, or you might have ever gone to a place where they clean up these bikes and cars, right? Wash, क्या कहते हैं उसे आप? Cleaning centers. They use a particular kind of pipe. With great force it comes. Car wash, right? Jayaraji, they just press it and it comes like too much of force. It can crack somebody's head also. That much of force is there. How did that force come? Through the hose pipe. If the liquid is just flowing, it will not have that kind of force, but it is constricted and thrown in a very constricted manner with a lot of force. It has a great force with it. Yes or no? बहुत ताकत आ जाती है. We are going to do the same thing. We are going to use the hose method. Hose method कैसे यूज किया जाएगा और शक्ति आएगी कहां से पहले? From where shall we get the shakti, and what method we are going to use so that that shakti finds a lot more force and is also going to a certain direction. जब डायरेक्शन दे दिया जाएगा, उसका ताकत भी बढ़ जाता है. Yes or no? Just think of one fine day, you are walking in the garden. You have just got your leisure, you don't have anything to do, and you are walking. Will you be more effective on that day? I'm not talking about meditation. I'm talking about effectiveness of work. आप बस चलते जा रहे हो, आपका कोई काम नहीं है उस दिन का. You don't have a goal there, and you're just walking through. And one fine day, you have to catch the flight. Which day you will be more productive? Suddenly, you have so many things, but in the evening you are going to catch a flight. How many things you will complete now? Many. Why? Because it has given an intention to that. And that intention has created that force, that power. Now, we have something called as a Shakti running within also. When we talked about Ida, Pingala, Sushumna, Kundalini Shakti, we are going to awake that. We are going to push that energy in a direction. Good one. Awakening Kundalini also. And that awakening also will lead you to the listening to the Anahad. Anahad, जैसे मैंने लास्ट टाइम कहा था, जिसका हद नहीं, that don't have a boundary to it. किसका कोई बाउंड्री नहीं है? मेरे हिसाब से शिवा का कोई बाउंड्री नहीं है. And in order to reach to Shiva, you have to take the path of the Shakti. That's what we are doing through processes. So, हमारे अंदर जो ऊर्जा है, जो कुंडलिनी शक्ति है, उस कुंडलिनी ऊर्जा को हम ऊपर की तरफ भेजेंगे. We will start pushing it towards the upper limits. So that when it moves from the lower chakras and moves up towards the upper chakras, it will find up to a space where it might reach to the ultimate. And when it reaches to the ultimate, you will also listen to the ultimate. So, इसी प्रक्रिया को, the same process that is utilized, that can awaken all your kundalinis, we can also use that to listen to the unheard. जो सुनाई नहीं देता, उसे सुनने की कोशिश करेंगे. Ready for the entire process now? And why I told you all that story? Because you should know who you are, and then only you can channelize that energy upwards. अगर आपको पता है कि आप कौन हो, तभी आप उस ऊर्जा का इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो. So let's begin with the process. Process करेंगे with बंधक. बंधक means knots. As I said, if you are wandering, Navniji, in a garden on that day, you didn't have any work, so you won't complete anything. You will say, I will do it after 10 minutes, after 20 minutes, after 30 minutes, but you don't do anything on that day. आपका बात नहीं कर रहा हूं. Because it is just flowing, तो कहीं भी जाएगा. अगर पानी आप डाल दो, वो बह के कहीं भी चला जाता है. But if you give it a source, it will go through that path and reach to the destination. So we are going to give it a path. And in order to create force, you use certain thing called as the hose and you tighten it up, right? हम वही करने वाले हैं. हम भी बंधक का इस्तेमाल करेंगे. We are going to use 3 bandhaks. Many of you, those who do yoga, you know 3 bandhaks. 1, Mooladhar bandhak. 2nd, Udyan bandhak. 3rd, Jalandhar bandhak. So we are going to use these 3 knots today in order to channelize the energy that is sleeping down in the Mooladhar chakra, to awaken it to move towards slowly up, 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 up. How many of you practice all these 3 knots? Rajanji does. Anyone else in the room? Umaji does. Very good. So the people, those who have done it, Rajanji, I'm going to add a specific character to that. And that's how you will understand the difference between how we were doing the bandhaks earlier, and by just changing this much, what changes. Ready? Umaji? You see, you might be doing it for a long time, but what I'm going to add is going to change everything for you. And those who have not done? Subarna Rekha ji, you have not done? Very good. So it is easy to write on plain paper, you know. So good, there are many plain papers today. Now, so let me just tell you a little bit about these bandhaks. Mooladhar bandhak. I will tell you the technique and you will do it. We will do it practically now. Okay. But understand what it is. Mooladhar bandhak means closing down or squeezing it down the energy at the Mooladhara chakra, the base chakra. Now let's say you have a pipe, and in that pipe, in the below, there is water. If you squeeze it from downwards, what will happen to the water? If it doesn't has anywhere else to go down, नीचे जा ही नहीं सकता, वो ऊपर की तरफ उठेगा. Yes? Very simple science. If you press that, it comes up. Now what you do, you press it again. What happens to that water? It will move upwards again because it doesn't has any way to go down or disperse. एक pipe के अंदर है. And if you press it again on the third, what will happen? It will press itself up. Simple science. We are going to use the same technique to push that energy from the lower grades to the upper grades. Bandhak means pressing it down. We'll press that, it moves up. And then we press the next, then it moves up. And then we press the third and it moves up. Mooladhar, the base. Udyan Bandh, near your chest. Jalandhar Bandh, near your throat. Now just think of, if we put all these three knots, where will be the energy moving? Either to the Agna or to the Sahasrara. Shall we do it? या प्रीति जी नहीं, हम भी स्टार्टिंग से करते हैं. सिर्फ आज एक बंधन लगाएंगे, बाकी दो बाद में. No, don't worry. If you do it, you are going to do it right. You cannot do it wrong. And हम है ना, so don't worry. So the Mooladhara Bandhak, the first Bandhak. How can you do it? कैसे करोगे इसे? Mooladhar, if you want to put a Bandhak to that, Mooladhara Bandhak के लिए, our excretory organs, जहां से मल मूत्र विसर्जन होता है, if you pull it down within your body, if you pull your belly, it will actually pull your excretory system. Yes? So you have to pull it and hold it. Then the next thing that you have to do, वो हो गया मूलाधार बंधक हो जाएगा. Next thing आपको बंधक करना है उद्यान बंधक. Then what you do? Squeeze your belly inside. पेट को भी खींच के अंदर रखना है. You will notice that जब हम मूलाधार बंधक लगाते हैं, the first बंधक when we put it, it might be having an effect of 30% or so. Okay, Navni ji? But when we are pulling the next, we are squeezing our belly along with it, it will double its effect. वो दो गुना हो जाएगा उसकी शक्ति. You will feel that. And then finally we will put the third knot. पहले we pull the lower things, then we pull our belly. It will actually squeeze our entire chest and belly region. Third, you close your mouth and you take this chin and touch your chest. Chin लेके chest को touch करना है. What will happen? It will put another bandhak in your throat. And when they put this bandhak here, the only way the energy has to move is to go up. ये तीन बंधक से हम मूलाधार, स्वादिष्ठान से लेके अनहद से लेके विशुद्धि तक हम लॉक कर देंगे. 5 chakras will be blocked in that. Only 2 are left. So where it will go? It has only 2 ways to go. Either it should go to your third eye or it should go to your Brahmarandha. Clear how to do it? But this is something that we know. But what is the difference that we are going to do? The difference here is, Rajanji, this time bandhak lagate hain jab, when we are going to put that bandhak, before that, we will inhale completely. Got it? संपूर्ण रूप से जितना ज्यादा you can take breath inside you, take that much of breath, as much as you can. Then you have to throw out the entire breath with lot of force. पूरे ताकत के साथ सांस को अंदर लेना है, पूरे ताकत के साथ सांस को बाहर फेंकना है. Clear? And the moment you throw out the breath, that very moment you put within fraction of seconds Mooladhar, Udyan, and then Jalandhar Bandh. 3 bandhaks immediately. 1, 1, 1. By like 1, 2, 3. Squeezing. Hold it there without any breath taking inside. सांस अंदर लिए बिना बंधक लगा के बैठो, जितना देर बैठ सको. It might be few seconds. So it is nothing wrong. Why I was not able to sit like that for 1 minute? No, not required. Few seconds is enough. Okay. So understand the process again. First, you breathe in completely. We will do together. Just understand it first. We will breathe in with a lot of force, fill the entire body with the air, oxygen. And then we will throw it out completely with a lot of force. And then once the breath is done, you start putting the bandhaks. Squeeze your anal system, squeeze your belly, and then take your chin and touch it tightly to your chest. तीनों बंधक लग जाएंगे. And the only thing is, stay there for as much time as you can without taking any breath within. सांस नहीं लेना है, इसको रोक के रखना है. And you see what happens. It might be chaotic. Why chaotic? Because we have never utilized that energy in that way. But in that chaos, I will teach you how to be silent. Sage in the market? The monk in the market, sorry. So we'll do that, the monk in the market. ये जैसे होगा ना, एक ऊर्जा ऐसा बहेगा. ये देखो हरि भाई वो भी ढूंढ के लेके आ जाते हैं. ये हरि भाई का ही फोटो लग रहा है. Might be he has worn a cap today. Now, so this is clear. Now understand one specific thing that is added beyond that. ये जो प्रक्रिया है, this process will do for 3 or 4 times. 3-4 बार कंटिन्यूस करेंगे. Okay? उसके बाद just exactly after that, you have to be absolutely still. Means we inhaled completely, exhaled completely, bandhak लगाए. We waited as much time as we can. Then we again breathed in completely. फिर जोर से सांस अंदर लेना है. Then जोर से सांस बाहर फेंकना है. Then बंधक लगाना है. फिर वेट करना है. Hold your breath. This process we will do continuously 3 or 4 times. Breathe in, throw out, bandhak, wait. Again, breathe in, throw out, bandhak, wait. Clear है? ये 4 बार, 3 से 4 बार करने के बाद, after that we will either lie down as a dead body or sit like a dead body. Clear? ये प्रक्रिया में क्या होगा आपके अंदर, जैसे मैंने कहा कि there will be a chaos, but after that you have to sit absolutely like a corpse or lie down like a corpse. वो बहुत जरूरी है. And when you lie down, there is the magic that is going to happen. While you are absolutely lying down or sitting still, in that moment, try to listen to the Anahad and you will be amazed. You will. I think for some people, before even doing, when I stop speaking, they are hearing it. So I am the chaos. You are the silence. And the chaos dances on silence. So ready? Everyone clear about the process? Now, one thing that I have to tell is, you don't have to strain yourself. कि उषा जी क्यों 1 मिनट के लिए सांस रोक ली, मैं क्यों 30 सेकंड के लिए, मैं भी 1 मिनट तक रोक के रखूंगा. जरूरी नहीं है. It's not about how long we hold. शिव जी, कभी कभी मैं देखता हूं, अगर ओम की चैंटिंग होती है, लोगों में कंपटीशन शुरू हो जाता है कि कौन कितना लंबा ओम बोलता है. How does it matter whether you say Om or O? There is also competition. और मैं किसी और की बात नहीं कर रहा हूं. नहीं, मैं सुवर्ण रेखा जी, मैं ये क्लियर कर देना चाहता हूं कि नहीं तो एंड में लोग वही बोलेंगे, अरे उनको आया मुझे नहीं आया. माय डियर, you are not in a competition, you are in a preparation. Remember that. आप competition में नहीं हो, preparation में हो. And in preparation there is no competition. Preparation is preparation for the competition. चलो, so everyone sit straight, सीधा बैठ जाएं, so that we are able to squeeze that energy. नहीं तो पता चला energy ऐसे है, and you squeezed it and it went somewhere else. Very good. Sit in. If you are sitting on a chair, it's fine. अगर आप नीचे बैठे हो और you have sat down, अर्ध सिद्धासन, सिद्धासन, जो भी आपको आसानी लगे वो कर सकते हो. And very good. So we are trying to do something, finding silence in chaos. And I think we will be succeeding in that. Now, one thing, if you want to drink water, please drink it and come. वो जरूरी है, पानी थोड़ा पी लो. That process will be requiring that. Ready? Do one thing. Take both your hands, rub it together, create some heat in your hands. ये दोनों हाथों को घिसते हुए कुछ ऊर्जा का प्रवाह करें. And when it is hot, take your right hand, put it near your perineum. नाभि के नीचे दाहिना हाथ और exactly उसके पीछे आपका बायां हाथ. On the spine. Right hand on the front, left hand on the back. That's how. Just remove your hand, come to your regular place, sit down. One more time, do the same thing. Rub your hands. दाहिना हाथ नाभि के नीचे, बायां हाथ एकदम उसके पीछे स्पाइन के ऊपर. So 2 times done. The third time. You see, when you ignite a fire, in the olden days, how do they do it? They used to rub 2 sticks like this exactly, right, Jayaraji? The way we are moving our hands, it is also the way to create a spark. So this is what we are going to do. We are going to create that energy. You see, if you are rubbing your hands fast, even if you are lethargic or you are feeling sleepy, your sleep will go away. Because it creates a friction within you. It creates that spark. It ignites that energy within you. So anytime you feel lethargic, do this. You will see the change. Next, again the same thing. Because we are going to put 3 bandhaks, let us ignite those 3 parts. First of all, we did the Muladhar. The second, you rub your hands together and put it just above your belly and below your chest. नाभि के ऊपर और chest के नीचे. Rub it together and put it just here. Now feel that energy, feel that heat, absorb that into your body. Do it 2 more times. ये भी 3 बार. So once you are done with 3 times, then we will move to the throat chakra again, to the Vishuddhi, the same process. Yeah. Yes. Right front, left behind. Gather that energy, absorb it completely. This is also 3 times. Very good. So all done? Very good. Now, have you realized the temperature in your body? I'm not talking about the external temperature. I'm talking about the energy within you. Has it changed? You will feel a lot of heat within yourself just by doing this. So every single thing has a way to awakening, to igniting. Now, as we are all set and nobody is feeling sleepy now, and if somebody else is feeling sleepy, I have a last technique for all of us. Anytime you are feeling too much of cold or too much of sleepy and not able to attend, there is only one way to get out of it. Shall I teach you that also? नींद भाग जाएगी. पानी डालने का जरूरत नहीं है, चाय पीने का भी जरूरत नहीं है. Only one thing. The cold will also run away. Even your sleep will also run away, and you will get instant boost of energy. No caffeine. सीखना है. चलो ये भी सीख लो. कुछ नहीं करना है. The people, those who are wearing earrings, be a little bit careful with this. For boys, it is very easy for us. Don't. Again, you just rub it together. Then put it on your ears. And this time, hello, सुनाई दे रहा है तो? Jeraji, are you able to hear me? Now, the same thing that you are rubbing your hands, na? This time rub your ears and you see what happens. देखो, try करो. अब इसके बाद नींद आएगी क्या बताओ? If you do this, will you get sleep? It is all heated up. So, this is the heating machine for your brain. जोर से जाके एक बार घिस देना, छोड़ देना, वो अपने आप सब कुछ आग जलने लगेगा अंदर. Instant boost of energy. Have you seen that in your childhood, when you are dull, your teachers used to pull it? They say there is a particular point that actually activates something in your brain, right? And we are not that teacher who will pull your ears. I said completely shake it up so the entire system awakens. Okay, so we are all ready. किसी को नींद नहीं आ रहा है? विजय जी, अभी भी नींद है क्या? नहीं है ना? सब खुल गया ना? वेरी गुड. चाय से बेटर काम करता है. So let's begin. We all remember the process. First, complete breath in with lot of energy. पूरे शक्ति के साथ सांस को अंदर लेना, like, and you have to throw it that way as well. Got it? जैसे थ्रो कर दोगे, अगर किसी को सर्दी है वो भी निकल जाएगी. बाकी कपड़ा पास रख सकते हो और देख लो कोई सामने ना हो. This will also ease off so many of ailments related to breathing. Okay, so let's begin. सांस जोर से अंदर, सांस जोर से बाहर फेंक देना है, टेक इनहेलेशन कंप्लीट fully, exhalation fully, then bandhak lagana hai, pull your anal region, belly, check your chin and touch the chest, and then stop. Don't take any breath within few seconds. That can be 10 seconds, that can be 5 seconds, that can be 15 seconds, that can be 20 seconds, as much as you are comfortable. Some of you might feel like coughing. That is okay, because that's how you will see how the energy is going to, while exhale we have to blend. No, विद्या जी वैसा नहीं है. जब सांस पूरा बाहर फेंकोगे उसके बाद बंधक लगाना है, सांसों के बीच नहीं. The breath should be thrown out completely and immediately you put on the बंधक. जब सांस ना अंदर है ना बाहर है, इसे बंधक कहते हैं. That means the life force that is within me, I have tied that, and the life force that was coming from outside, I have tied that. ना ये अंदर बाहर जाता है ना बाहर अंदर जाता है. So जो ऊर्जा अंदर है वो कहां जाएगा फिर? Only way that is available is upwards. That's the process. Ready? Yes. So take a deep breath in, complete breath, जोर से. Means जितना भी बंद नाली है पूरा खुल जाए. The pipe should open up. A deep one. And then throw it out. Not through the mouth, only through the nose. A deep breath. जिन्होंने मुंह के जरिए फेंका, फिर से. Take a deep breath within, through the nose, and throw it out through the nose completely. And then pull within your anal area, pull it. If you lift yourself upwards, it will pull itself. Then pull the belly inside. Then take your chin and touch the chest. Hold. Hold there. As long as you can, hold there. And then when you feel you cannot hold anymore, just take your chin back to its normal place and then breathe in, lose the 2 bandhaks, all the 3 bandhaks released. Take a deep breath again, immediately. Means when you are taking it up, the bandhaks are opening, and at the same time you are breathing in high frequency. Then throw it out with high frequency. Bandhak. Hold. And when you think you cannot hold anymore, slowly release the bandhaks and take a deep breath again. Repeat. You will see if you hold a little bit more, your entire body will heat up. And you will feel as if all the cells have awakened within you. One more time. Repeat. Create that chaos within yourself. उतना होल्ड कर दो कि पूरा chaotic लगे, अरे और नहीं हो सकता, और नहीं हो सकता. I cannot do more. In that moment, take a deep breath. So all those who have done 4 times, just sit like a corpse now or lie down like a corpse. कोई हिलना नहीं, कोई डुलना नहीं. Just simply become silent. And while being silent, listen to that sound within. Because we have practiced last 2 weeks, the last 1 week, we know what the sound is. Focus on that sound now. Discard all the external noise. Only focus on the sound, because the energy is flowing in the right direction now. And in this energy flow in the right direction, you can exactly hear the sounds. And just sit there just like this for some time. And I'm also going to mute myself for a few minutes. You just sit in absolute meditative state. Now you can take a deep breath. Exhale slowly and open your eyes. And you see, if we keep this, just do this, we completed the entire process within 7 to 10 minutes. But if you practice, it can take you into such deep state of meditative state, samadhi, or absolute stillness. You'll be amazed by just doing this. And some people, if I would not have stopped it here, after some time, you might have slept like a baby for some time. But can you see how amazing you feel within by just doing this? Good. And Suma ji says, और थोड़ा 20 मिनट होता तो कितना अच्छा रहता था. Okay, good. But this is what we have to practice. So can you practice it? Vani ji, clear hai? Okay, good. Sasi ji, Santoshi ji, Dhaval ji, Yara ji, Usha ji, Subhana Rekha ji. Is it clear? You can practice it throughout the week. Very good. And anyways, we have the amazing script writers. So they will post it anyway, the process. But can you see within 10 minutes, the kind of experience that you have, I can tell you by looking at you, you are in a state whether you cannot say you are happy and you are sad. Neither you are happy nor you are sad. If you exactly want to know how it looks like, you should look the photo of Navneet ji now. Now, if I say you are smiling now, but what is the state within you, sir? Can you see there is such stability within you? It's not wavering off. No, Sumaji, the first step discard. Now you people know which sound. Now just continue the second and this step. Next time even we will discard the second one. Okay. And if you think you don't need those two, only this one is okay for you, you only do this one only. जरूरी नहीं है कि तीनों प्रक्रियाएं करनी है. Whichever is working for you. And I think this is much better than those two, right? Because you don't know the next steps. So every time we come, we will create another magic level and you think, oh, this is the good one. No, what about the previous one? Last time that were the good ones. This time you're experiencing something. That's how you evolve into this realms of spirituality. Check your breath. It will be so balanced. Can you see how easily you are breathing in and you're feeling easy in your body? If I ask you just to sit and close your eyes, you will again go into meditation. Try. Just close your eyes and you will see what happens to you. Vidyaji, there is nothing that can be away from Vigyan Bhairav. Every process that you speak of has come from Vigyan Bhairav. Can you see? अब विजय जी ऐसा नहीं लगता कि बस ऐसे ही दीवार पे बस बैठे रहे और आराम से यही थोड़ा देर बैठे रहे. You remember, I will tell you the exact feeling that you have. Do you remember your childhood days in the summer? We used to have rope cots under the mango trees. When you go into the afternoon, you just lie down and the cool breeze is blowing and you say, nothing is required. I just want to sleep here. It's the exact same feeling. आनंद का आभास बाहर से नहीं होता है, आनंद का आभास अंदर से होता है. स्थिरता का आभास बाहर से नहीं होता, स्थिरता अंदर से आती है. The stability comes from within. The happiness, the bliss comes from within. The only thing is instead of running for that outside, the moment you face inside, you find it all. Is it a reality for you, or just I'm saying it? Either you can type it, or you can say, no, you are wrong. There is nothing wrong in saying me wrong. So go enjoy another process. I will keep on giving you processes until you agree to Shiva. That's your punishment, or that's your preparation. Either you take only one word that I started in the beginning. I said, if you are not there, even God cannot create this body, then who are you? Either you become that and realize that what you are, or you keep on doing all these processes. And I am not going to stop. I say you will struggle to do as many processes, but I will not stop giving you. Because I have forgotten so many processes that people are yet to learn. So you people are in a gala round, you know. So you'll have the most amazing spiritual journey ever taken by anyone. And वैसे भी जयराज जी ने एक अच्छा नाम दे दिया आज हमको, द मॉन्क इन द मार्केट. Okay, so please do the processes, and thank you for joining us here. And we have another amazing person in the room right now, and I would like to bring him on the screen. And he is none other than the guru of Sumaji and her entire family. So he is around. So why not listen a few good words from another amazing being? So Haribhai, can you see Sumaji's screen? So if you can put him on the screen.
Yes.
So namaskar.
Yeah, Sumaji, please unmute yourself.
So Sumaji, you want to tell something about him, or who wants to introduce?
Suddenly, if we ask like this, we don't have any words to explain.
But at
We
least
go
tell.
blank.
That's the state, right? You should be blank.
Yeah. Suddenly, if we are saying like this, we are completely blank. We don't know what to say.
No,
but
that's my act. I am always sudden.
so whatever we are now, like only because of him. And like I don't know what to say.
Okay.
వినపడుతున్నారు అందరు వింటున్నారు మీ బ్లెస్సింగ్స్ ఇవ్వండి అందరికి.
బ్లెస్సింగ్స్ కదా అందరికి నమస్కారం. గురు బ్రహ్మ గురు విష్ణు గురుదేవో మహేశ్వర గురు సాక్షాత్ పరబ్రహ్మ తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః. అఖండ మండలాకారం వ్యాప్తం येन చరాచరం తత్పదం దర్శితం येन తస్మై శ్రీ గురవే నమః.
హిందీ అయినా మాట్లాడచ్చు, హిందీ అయినా మాట్లాడచ్చు.
हम गुरु जी के बारे में, गुरु मीन्स मेन दत्तात्रेय, mean we'll take as Dattatreya Swami as Guruji, main answer सबको for all. So Dattatreya as Guruji. So I am feeling that I am seeing a Dattatreya Swami in you, in others also. Dattathreyam Mahatmanam Varadam Bhaktavatsalam Prapannatriharam Vande Smatpragami Sanavatu. Dinabandham Krupasindham Sarvakarana Karanam Sarvarakshaakaram Vande Smartugami Tanavatu Brahmanyam Dharma Tattvatnam Bhakta Kirti Vivartanam Bhakta Abhishta Pradam Vande Smartugami Tanavatu. But one thing I can say, as person Nataraja Vamba, I have seen Dattatreya Swami in person, and we both have played just like children, along with Bala Dattatreya. And other Gurujis as Dattatreya special rule or figures like that. Dattatreya Swami is in the shape of now you. In your place, I am seeing Dattatreya Swami. In all devotees also, Dattatreya Swami figure. So Dattatreya Swarupa, whosoever we see, we convert to Bhakta. And once Ramana Maharshi comes and now and very rarely he gives darshan in afternoon 3 o'clock, 3 or 3:30. I have got some experience. Once Ramana Maharshi told me in daytime, in person, he sits before you, just like you, he is sitting before me. And he says that bullock cart and horse cart, difference. Bullock means bail, bull. Bull, we have to press that who leads that bull. In Telugu, బండివాడు బండి తోలేవాడు బండి ఎద్దుల బండి గుర్రపు బండి ఎద్దుల బండి means bullock cart, గుర్రపు బండి means horse cart. Bullock cart for bull, the bullock cart one who drives that cart, he with nail, one stick will be there with nail. He pinches it with the bull. Then it takes speed. For horse, it is not necessary. Just he pretends that he is hitting it horse. Then horse takes speed. Just like that, in the beginning stages of a guru and shishya, guru just as a bullock cart, he pinches, he gives some troubles, especially for a shishya. After some time, shishya gets trained up under guru, and he becomes like a horse cart, tanga. Horse, no necessity of picking up fully. Just he pretends. So that is like that. Our life will be first as a bullock cart. We start with Guruji training. Then Guru gives training as horse cart. Like that. Horse, there is no necessary of fitting. Just he pretends. Like that. Like that, so Ravana Maharshi, earlier he was coming afternoon, daytime, afternoon, and he sits with me. Sai Baba also, just like Sai Baba, we have shared our tea. Daytime or early morning, 3:45, so many days like that. Or daytime also, 3:30. Sai Baba and to explain that, it is very difficult to explain in English. And Venkaya Swami, Golagamudi Venkaya Swami, he is another example of Sai Baba. Here, in Nellore district. Venkaya Swami. He is also very great saint, Avadhuta. But you are having very good sishyas, disciples.
So these are all horses.
Yes, they are all now, they have entered from bullock cart, bull to horse.
But the biggest bull here is me only, I believe. They are all horses.
Bullock cart driver. You are bullock cart driver. We are all bullock. Bulls.
So thank you so much, Baba Garu. So it is good to
Thank you to the Tathagata.
see you, and it was an opportunity that all of
You are-
the entire family here we have, they are also able to see you today. And thank you for sharing your wisdom in that brief moment. So at least they will be going and thinking today whether I'm a bull or a horse.
In which stage we are?
So thank you so much.
Nagare tulyam nijantargatam pasyannatmani mayaya bahirivodbhutam yatanitraya yes sakshat kurute prabodha samaye svatmanameva tasmai Sri Guru Murtaye namayidam Sri Dakshinamurtaye. I think I am now in presence of Dakshinamurti. Dakshinamurti is physically sitting at Hyderabad. I am at Kodili. But I am in front of Dakshinamurti Swami. Dakshinamurti in so many shapes, in so many rupas are sitting, or I can see them all.
That's what I said, na Sudhaji. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you. You is me. Me is
Yes,
you.
we see you, and Dakshinamurti is sitting in front of one chair.
Baba Garu, I understand one thing. Only gods can see gods. Okay. So
we can't see God. One thing, what I say, if we go in deep, we cannot see God.
because we are.
We can become God.
Because we are
We
that,
will
right?
become oneness with God. Oneness with God. God, seeing God means God is separate and we are separate. It is not like that. God means we become, because our mind is accustomed to see. If I am seeing Suma is sitting, I am sitting. But with God, it is different. God, we can become oneness. There is no difference between God and Guru. That is in Sri Guru Charitra, Veda Dharma history, it comes. Sri Guru Charitra, all may have heard, studied. We did Parayana and Sri Guru Charitra. In that Veda Dharma Guru and Deepaka Sishya. Very good example. It is real practice in olden days. Then Veda Dharma is teaches. It took so many troubles to Deepaka. But it is all just external for teaching him as a lesson. So we see as you in Veda Dharma as Guruji, as Sai Baba, Venkaya Swami, all in you, sitting like.
So, so thank you, Baba Garu. So
Thank you.
I am soon coming to your place to meet you.
Thanks to whom? Ayo, tappakunda. I will ask. Who gives thanks to whom?
I give thanks to me.
No thanks.
Because I and me and
No
you
giving
and all
thanks.
are all one.
I am yourself. You are in.
అదే చెప్తున్నారు
I-
కదా, అదే
You
చెప్తున్నారు.
are. I am in you, and you are your presence, remembrances, your name, your figure, everything is in my mind.
So thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
here. Thank you, Sumaji,
being-
and the entire family from bringing him onto the screen.
Thank
It
you.
was, it always feels great to bring somebody who has gone to that path, evolved in that path, guiding people. So I think that's a space where I don't know, like where people hide them. They say, no, if I am there, nobody should be there. I said, why is that? If you can learn something good from someone, the God is coming through that form today and telling something to you. Accept that. So thank you, Baba Garu, again. Thank you, Sumaji, and your entire family for being here.
In Guru and Sishya, God and devotee, no thanksgiving. These are all only formalities.
But Sumaji, you see,
No thanksgiving, no thanks.
Sumaji, I kept my word.
Smaran.
True, Deva. And
You said you might miss this. You neither missed this, neither you missed him.
yeah. Yeah.
Rather, Deepika ji and Vani ji all sitting down there in US, they never thought like they will also get this. Now they, you see, both are here. And 2 days ago, I said, I will prove that I can be here and I can be there also.
Pavani.
Oh, Gina.
Pavani.
Oh, Balangar.
Okay. So now, it is time is coming to the clock is ticking now. So for now, I have to close the session, but it was a pleasure to have all of you today here. And it was great to listen to Baba Garu also. So soon we will meet anyways. Okay. So till then, all of you, remember the process. If you don't want to do the process, remember the questions that I put forth to you. Practice that. And I think that itself will be enough to open up the doors. And at least I know from this day on, you will not ask the question, if God is there, then why all these things is happening in this way? It is His grace that it has given you the freedom. Now, what you become is your choice. And here my freedom was just this. I have given you the processes. It's up to you what you do with that. And I strongly believe, as Baba Garu said, we have horses in the room and you don't need a pin and a prick, but just showing you the stick, and the shadow of the stick is enough to make you run on this path. So thank you so much. See you again on Wednesday. And come prepared, because Shivaratri, I'm going to open up few, peel off something about Shiva that not has been told yet. So come prepared to be amazed again. Till then, thank you everyone. Remember to stay God and be God. Aham Brahmasmi. Blessings from you, to you, through you, to all. Thank you so much.